Have you ever wondered why strokes strike so suddenly, stealing lives and independence in the blink of an eye? While the experts who study them, neurologists, seem to sidestep this silent killer, the truth is sobering. Every 40 seconds someone in the US faces a stroke, and after the age of 65, that risk doubles every decade, lurking closer with each passing year. But here's the heart-stopping truth. 80% of these devastating blows could be stopped cold with just 2 minutes a day. I'm talking about 6 simple morning habits, secrets these brain specialists swear by to protect themselves. That could mean the difference between thriving and barely surviving. Picture this, a retired teacher in Colorado, healthy 1 minute, slumping mid-brunch the next. His voice and freedom gone forever. All because he didn't know what you're about to discover today. I'm pulling back the curtain on these life-saving rituals, backed by science and proven by real people who've dodged disaster. You need to watch this until the end, because buried in these next few minutes is the exact blueprint, step by step, that could shield you, or someone you love, from a stroke's wreckage. Don't turn away, your future might hinge on what you're about to hear. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the wisdom of aging well. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If not, comment number 0 to let me know so I can make a better video for you. Now, let's get started. 1. The morning routine that could prevent a stroke. What if the way you start your morning could silently shield you from a devastating fate? Every 40 seconds someone in America confronts a stroke, a ruthless thief of life and independence. And after age 65, that risk doubles every decade for you or someone you cherish. Beyond that milestone, this isn't a vague possibility. It's a looming reality, closing in with each sunrise. Yet here's the jaw-dropping truth that gripped me. 80% of these life-shattering strokes could be halted by a simple morning routine. Just a handful of minutes each day could safeguard your brain, the core of every memory, emotion, and step you take. Doesn't that stir something deep inside you? Think about your typical morning. You wake, stretch, and ease into the day. But what if those first moments held the power to keep you out of that grim 20% stroke statistic? Neurologists, the brilliant minds who unravel this silent killer, rarely succumb to it themselves. Their weapon isn't cutting-edge tech or elusive secrets. It's 6 straightforward habits, squeezed into just 2 minutes each morning. As age weakens our blood vessels, leaving them vulnerable to stress or dehydration, these small choices become a vital defense. I can't shake the gravity of that realization. Now, picture someone dear to you, your parent, grandparent, or even yourself in years to come. One morning, they're vibrant, joking over coffee. The next, their face droops, words fail, and life tilts irreversibly. Strokes don't knock, they ambush. Yet neurologists know that 2 minutes at dawn could rewrite that story. They don't just study this, they live it, embedding these habits into their routines as a shield against a threat they've stared down in countless patients. It's more than data, it's a fierce, quiet vow to protect what matters most. So, what are these habits and why do they hold such power? They're beautifully simple. No expensive tools or expertise required. From drinking water intentionally to eating a breakfast that fortifies your body, each step weaves a tapestry of resilience. Are you willing to invest 2 minutes each morning to rewrite your odds in the fight against stroke? Time is the ultimate currency, and with those precious ticks, you could claim a future brimming with vitality. I'm rooting for you to say yes, because this might just be the spark that keeps your light burning bright. 2. The story of Richard, a wake-up call. Let me tell you about Richard, a 68-year-old retired principal from Dayton, Ohio. He seemed to have everything under control until one fateful morning changed it all. Richard was the picture of health in retirement. No prior health warnings, perfect annual checkups, and he appeared to be savoring his golden years with grace. His family adored him, and he took pride in the independence he'd maintained after decades of hard work. But life, as we know, sometimes throws unexpected twists that no one can predict. One Sunday morning, during a family brunch, Richard suddenly slumped in his chair. His speech turned into a slur, jumbled, hard to decipher, and the right side of his face began to droop in an eerie way. His daughter, sitting beside him, instantly recognized the terrifying signs. Richard was having a massive stroke. Panic swept through the family, but they rushed him to the hospital. Despite swift medical intervention, the damage was done and irreversible. Richard lost the ability to speak. His right arm no longer worked as it once did, and the independence he cherished vanished in mere minutes. What makes Richard's story especially heartbreaking isn't just his loss, but the truth revealed afterward. When his neurologist reviewed his case, he said something that left the family stunned. 6 simple morning habits could have prevented this tragedy. It turns out those habits were the very ones the doctor practiced daily to safeguard himself. They weren't complicated, just small steps like drinking water the right way or doing light movements. But they held the power to stop the silent changes in the body that led to a stroke. For Richard, this knowledge came too late, a bitter reminder of what might have been avoided. Now, though, he lives with new limitations. Richard has turned his pain into a mission. He urges his friends and family to adopt the protective habits he wishes he'd known sooner. He tells them not to wait until an ordinary morning turns into a nightmare, the way it did for him. Richard's story is a wake-up call for us all. Will you take action today or wait until it's too late? 3. Hydrate for brain health. Have you ever stopped to think that the very first thing you put into your body each morning could silently shape the fate of your brain? The first habit neurologists swear by to ward off strokes is so simple it's almost unbelievable. Drinking water the moment they wake up. But here's the catch. Not everyone does it right. And the stakes couldn't be higher. According to groundbreaking research from the American Stroke Association, starting your day dehydrated spikes your stroke risk by a staggering 60%. It's chilling to realize that 78% of older adults unknowingly stumble into their mornings all wrong, setting the stage for blood clots, the silent culprits behind those sudden, life-shattering strokes. Picture your body after a long night's sleep. While you were dreaming, your blood quietly thickened, dehydrated from hours of breathing and sweating. Now imagine skipping water and reaching for that comforting cup of coffee or tea instead, like so many of us do. It feels innocent, even cozy, but it's a hidden danger. Patricia Landon, chief of neurology at BAM Medical Center, puts it starkly: overnight dehydration turns your blood into a sticky trap, perfect for clots to form. Take Thomas, a 71-year-old from Omaha, Nebraska, whose story still haunts me. After retiring from his accounting career, he'd start each day with a steaming mug of coffee, blissfully unaware of the storm brewing inside him. That overnight blood thickening, paired with caffeine's dehydrating kick, was a recipe for disaster. One morning, a minor stroke stole his balance, leaving him shaken. His neurologist spotted the morning mistake immediately. When Thomas switched to drinking water first, hope flickered back to life. In just 3 weeks, his blood viscosity normalized, his blood pressure dropped by 12 points, and follow-up scans revealed his brain's blood flow blooming again. It's inspiring yet bittersweet. Why didn't he know sooner? Here's what you can do right now to fight back. Tomorrow morning, before your feet even touch the floor, drink 16 ounces of room-temperature water with a squeeze of lemon. No coffee, no tea, no breakfast yet. Just this cold water jolts your system and slows absorption. But warm water with a hint of lemon dissolves potential clots and soothes inflammation. Keep a covered glass by your bedside tonight. I'm begging you, it's just 30 seconds, but it could slash your stroke risk dramatically. Are you in? 4. The power of gentle movement. Can you believe that a simple 60-second movement each morning could boost blood flow to your brain by an incredible 43%, shielding you from a stroke? That's the second habit neurologists faithfully practice. And the best part? You don't even have to climb out of bed to do it. Researchers from Harvard Medical School uncovered something astonishing. Gentle neck and shoulder movements, done right when you wake up, can dramatically enhance blood circulation to your brain. It's not some grueling workout. It's a smart, tender way to wake your body and slash your stroke risk. Think about it. While you sleep, your position, maybe your head tilted to one side or your shoulder pressed down, can quietly restrict blood flow through the carotid arteries, the vital highways feeding your brain. If that's not reset in the morning, those little blockages could build into something far worse. Dr. Michael Ferguson, a stroke prevention expert at Johns Hopkins, lays it bare: the carotid arteries can tighten overnight from how you sleep. Simple rotations when you wake up restore that flow. It's critical to stop strokes in their tracks. It sounds almost too easy to be true, doesn't it? Yet, it's a lifeline. Take Beverly, a 67-year-old from Florida. Her story still tugs at my heart. She started noticing dizzy spells in the morning and fleeting moments of vision loss, terrifying red flags of a looming stroke. Her doctor pinpointed the culprit: restricted blood flow to her brain. Each dawn, a sneaky issue, too often ignored. Skeptical at first, Beverly wondered if a tiny movement could rattle her. But after committing to this 60-second ritual, something miraculous happened. Her symptoms vanished. Poof. Gone. 3 months later, an ultrasound confirmed her carotid blood flow had surged back to life. Her doctor told her, with a mix of awe and relief, that this small habit might have saved her from a devastating stroke. Can you feel the weight of that? 5. The anti-stroke breakfast. Have you ever wondered why the first meal of your day, something you barely think about, could have such a profound effect on the health of your brain's blood vessels? Neurologists, the very doctors who study strokes, have a powerful, yet surprisingly simple habit that could significantly lower your stroke risk. Starting the day with an anti-stroke breakfast. Now, I know what you're thinking: it's just breakfast, how can that make such a big difference? But the truth is, what you eat first thing in the morning sets the tone for the entire day, and for older adults, it can mean the difference between strength and vulnerability. While many Americans over the age of 65 begin their day with a quick, convenient breakfast of white toast, greasy bacon, or a frothy coffee loaded with cream, neurologists have adopted a different approach, an approach that doesn't just sidestep harm, but actively defends your blood vessels and brain with every bite. A 15-year study published in the Journal of Neurology revealed a staggering truth. Certain everyday breakfast foods can increase your stroke odds by 44%. Imagine that, your morning meal, which you might think is just a routine part of your day, quietly layering plaque into your brain's arteries. This plaque buildup is a slow and stealthy process, undermining the very foundation of your health, and the consequences? Devastating. But it doesn't have to be this way. Neurologists have crafted their own anti-stroke breakfast formula, and it's so simple, yet so incredibly effective. 1/4 cup of blueberries, which are packed with compounds that keep blood vessels flexible and healthy. 1/2 cup of plain Greek yogurt, a probiotic powerhouse that helps fight inflammation. 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed, full of omega-3s to help protect your arteries, and a handful of walnuts, which reduce clotting risk. These ingredients, when combined, create a meal that helps maintain brain health, regulates blood flow, and reduces the risk of strokes. But here's the kicker: neurologists don't just tell their patients to eat this way. They live it. Every morning, they make this choice because they know how vital it is. For Douglas, a 70-year-old retiree from Arizona, this was the game changer. He'd been starting his day with bacon and toast, feeling like it was harmless until a minor stroke struck, a terrifying warning sign that caused him to realize how dangerous his food choices had become. With the new anti-stroke breakfast, his inflammation markers dropped by 31% in just 6 weeks, and his blood pressure stabilized without extra medications. It was almost like a miracle, but it wasn't magic, it was science. It was the power of making the right food choices in the morning. So, I ask you, will you choose to protect your brain tomorrow morning? That simple breakfast could be the shield your arteries need to fight off the silent dangers lurking within your blood vessels. Don't wait until it's too late. 6. The critical importance of measuring morning blood pressure. Did you know that neurologists religiously check one specific health marker every morning, yet a staggering 96% of people over 65 completely ignore it? That health marker is blood pressure, and measuring it first thing in the morning could be the single most effective thing you can do to prevent a stroke. It's mind-blowing, isn't it? Most people only measure their blood pressure at the doctor's office, where they're lulled into a false sense of security because they only check it during the day. However, the truth is that morning blood pressure, those first critical moments after you wake up, is the most accurate predictor of stroke risk. And yet, most of us miss it. Dr. James Matthews, a vascular neurologist at the Mayo Clinic, says it plainly: morning hypertension is the single most reliable warning sign of a stroke we've ever pinned down. You might think your blood pressure is fine if it's normal at your afternoon checkup, but what about those early hours? Your body is incredibly vulnerable during those first moments after you wake up, and if your blood pressure spikes during that time, you may not even realize it. That's exactly what happened to Nancy, a 73-year-old woman from Wisconsin. Nancy always thought her blood pressure was fine, and the routine afternoon checks at her doctor's office showed normal readings. But one fateful morning, she suffered a hemorrhagic stroke that left her family devastated. As she fought to recover, her doctor suggested monitoring her blood pressure in the morning. The results were terrifying. Between 6 o'clock and 8 a.m., Her blood pressure rocketed to dangerous levels, spiking in a way that her afternoon checks had never caught. Once her doctors saw the readings, they adjusted her medication, and those lethal spikes vanished. Nancy's story is heartbreaking, but also a powerful lesson. She didn't know that measuring her blood pressure in the morning could have saved her life. But you do. You have the power to take action today. Here's what you can do. Get yourself an automatic blood pressure monitor. They're inexpensive, under $30 at most pharmacies, and they give you the tools you need to keep track of your health. Tomorrow, before you even sip water, take your blood pressure. Sit upright for at least 3 minutes, arm at heart level, and take 2 readings 5 minutes apart. Record them, and aim for a reading below 135/85. If it's consistently higher, contact your doctor immediately. Many stroke survivors have one regret. Their only clue was the sky-high morning numbers they brushed off. Don't let that be you. You have the power to stop it, right now. You just need to make that simple decision to measure your blood pressure every morning. So, there you have it. 6 powerful, scientifically backed habits neurologists swear by to prevent strokes. From that first glass of water to reset your blood, to the gentle neck rolls that wake up your brain, to the anti-stroke breakfast that fights inflammation, to the morning blood pressure check that spots hidden dangers, to the 30-second breath that clears your arteries, and the supplements they rely on, these are the secrets that could rewrite your future. We've shared powerful stories, like Richard's heartbreak, Thomas's turnaround, Beverly's relief, Douglas's recovery, Franklin's miracle, and Patricia's triumph, all proof that these small steps hold massive power. They're not complex. They don't require expensive treatments. Just small, simple choices you can make every morning. So tell me, what have you learned today? Maybe it's the shocking fact that 80% of strokes are preventable. Maybe it's how something as simple as a breath could drop your risk overnight. I want to hear from you. Comment below with one thing you've learned today and plan to bring into your life starting tomorrow. Let's inspire each other to take action before it's too late. If you like this video, please leave a comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share this video with someone you love, especially those over 65, it might just save their life. Hit that notification bell so you never miss these crucial health tips. Together, we can protect what matters most, our future. Take action, and keep moving forward, because you deserve to live a life free from fear. See you in the next one.